choose to not be first?
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Delighted to be joined on the red carpet by Ekow Essuman. Red carpet setting standard procedure, isn't it?
Well, I've broken onto the scene finally, apparently. So yeah, no, I'm good, man. Yeah.
Did it feel a bit different having to get dressed to come out and walk the carpet?
Well, this isn't my best attire. I've tried to look good today, but like they told us, like keep it smart, casual. So I kept it that. Otherwise, I would have turned up in the tux.
I don't want you showing up Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about why we're here. Of course, Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. Aside from what we'll see in the ring, how do you kind of view this fight? Because obviously Tyson's taking time out of the kind of heavyweight boxing scene. I know there'll be a lot of criticism with that, and it could potentially be a very easy night. But in kind of terms of the logistics of the fight, how do you view this matchup?
It's a bit mad because obviously, like people that have watched his series on Netflix, you get a bit of an idea of what's been going on outside of obviously boxing life. So for him to come back to boxing, like he did before, like a few fights or years before when he had when he retired and then he came back, he's obviously done what he's done. To do it a second time would be wow, amazing. But against someone like Francis Ngannou, like wow, master of many faculties, whereas Fury, master of one, being boxing, but it's a boxing match. It's going to be an exciting match because yeah, they both have their things going for them. They're both big guys, so they can both end the match, if they get the chance to and want to fairly early.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Francis try and choke him out, though, in the middle.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if a knee went flying up there or a guillotine choke or all sorts. It'll probably end up being a very physical fight. Yeah.
Do you look at it as the easiest task that Fury would have had in a boxing ring since the beginning of his professional career?
I wouldn't say that, because you know what? Sometimes you go against someone who's novice in boxing and they do all the things.
Throw you off a little bit.
Yeah, it would throw you off. I mean, obviously, if you go out there thinking, yeah, I'm going to block a jab with a standard block, I'm going to jab back, yeah, or parry block, and then they throw some weird jab that isn't like what you're expecting, they're going to hit you, and you're going to be like, no, it's not supposed to happen like that. But so yeah, I mean, it will be an interesting match. That's why it's obviously an exciting event.
You can see by the turnout on the red carpet how big this fight is. We can't wait for the bell to ring. Let's talk about yourself. Finally, domestic scene kind of dusted and put aside, and now you're on to the potential of an eliminator for the world title.
Yeah, man. Number 3 in the IBF, Cody Crawley. Number 2, he best look both ways because the engine's coming.
It's been quite a while since you first got your hands on the IBF European. Has this always kind of been the predicted route for yourself? You knew what you wanted, you searched it, you done it, and you kind of knew this time would come?
Yeah, well, the time would come eventually. Obviously, winning the IBF European, we had a look at obviously the different bodies and different belts. IBF being, I believe, one of the truly gritty, hard ones to go through. And I'm not in it just to be a number. I want to make my mark. I want to fight these good opponents, get up there legitimately. So when the time comes, when I'm done with boxing, I know you know what, I did it the right way.
What's going on at the moment with the situation? Is there kind of negotiations going on? Have they set a purse date bid? Are we nearing an announcement? How kind of close are we to things being tied up?
But last I've heard was there was a purse bid that needed to be done. So I would imagine there would probably be negotiations of some sort happening. But I'm just raring and excited and waiting for like news to come from it. So like yeah, because I've made weight like twice this year. I've been training just usual, make sure I'm not going rusty, make sure I'm working on things, and I'm just really like I can't wait. I'm excited to get out there and show everyone what I've been working on. And I feel like someone like Cody Crawley, because of the kind of boxer he is and the level of boxer that he is, he would be a perfect dancing partner for me to show people more strings to my bow.
We can't wait to see you back in the ring. When you're a fighting man and you haven't fought in 7 months, mate, it must be painful because I know you want to fight.
Yeah, I always tell people I'm the
Someone's going to get hurt, aren't they?
I'm the happiest angry guy because of boxing, and I haven't boxed in a while. So now, like, it's getting to that level. My knuckles are itchy. Like, I want to get in there.
Mate, we can't wait to see it. You said purse bids. Could we see you on this show?
I never say never. I mean, when Fury fought White, no, when he fought at Wembley, I mean, I got the call on the week of the fight. So don't cross me out.
You've been built very well. You've been on pay-per-view shows, stadium shows. Does it pay a lot of credit to Frank Warren on how well you've been built from where you were to now?
Well, of course it does. I mean, he's one of the greats. Like that's why I went with him. He's one of the great promoters. He knows what he's doing, and he'll set you on a path, and he'll get you there. So, I can only say thank you.
Next stop, well, Cody Crawley, but the end stop, IBF World Title.
World title, baby.
You to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,